Imagine walking down a quiet street at night. The world seems calm, predictable, safe. And then, in a split second, everything changes. A door slams, a shadow moves. Someone is watching. Someone is coming for you. Tonight, we're diving into the terrifying true stories of people who faced brutal attacks and somehow, against all odds, survived. These are tales that will grip you, make your heart race, and make you question how fragile safety really is. From strangers lurking in the dark to relentless predators hiding in plain sight, each story is a testament to the power of survival, the instincts that kick in when life hangs by a thread. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how they survived, you'll feel like you were there with them, hiding, running, fighting for your life. It was supposed to be a normal evening for 27-year-old Emma. She had just returned from work, carrying groceries and humming a song, unaware that danger was already inside her apartment. Emma's story begins with a simple mistake, leaving the front door unlocked. But what she didn't know was that a man had been watching her building for weeks. He knew her schedule, knew when she was alone, and tonight he decided to act. As soon as Emma stepped inside, she heard a soft click behind her. Her instincts screamed danger, but she froze, thinking it might be a neighbor. Then, a shadow moved in the corner of her eye, tall, silent, terrifying. What Emma did next saved her life. She remembered an article she had read about staying calm and using your environment. Slowly, she reached for her phone, not to call for help, but to quietly turn on the apartment lights. The sudden illumination startled the intruder, giving Emma just enough time to lock herself in the bedroom and call 911. The attacker didn't leave empty-handed. He shattered a vase in frustration, but he didn't take Emma's life. Her survival? Pure presence of mind under pressure. Next, we move to the woods, where nature can be as dangerous as any human threat. Michael, an experienced hiker, thought he knew these trails like the back of his hand, but he was about to learn a terrifying lesson. Midway through a remote trail, Michael heard rustling behind him. At first, he thought it was an animal, but then he saw him, a masked man wielding a knife. Alone in the wilderness, with no cell service, Michael's survival instincts kicked in. Instead of panicking, Michael remembered survival techniques he had learned in a training course. Keep moving, find cover, and use your voice strategically. He ran toward higher ground, where he had a better vantage point, and threw his backpack toward the attacker to distract him. Then he climbed a tree. Narrow branches, thin leaves, every step a calculated risk. Hours later, he was rescued by park rangers who had been alerted by his emergency beacon. Michael survived, but the psychological scars remained. His story is a chilling reminder that even in nature, humans can be the deadliest predators. On a rainy night in the city, Sarah was driving home from her evening shift. Traffic was light, and the rain created a hypnotic rhythm on her windshield. Suddenly, a car pulled up alongside her. Before she could react, the driver swerved, blocked her, and two men jumped out, demanding her car and wallet. Sarah could have panicked, but she had studied self-defense. She locked the doors, honked the horn, and pretended to reach for something in her glove compartment. That split-second hesitation confused the attackers. Instead of trying to physically fight them, which would have been dangerous, Sarah reversed the car at high speed, narrowly avoiding their hands. Using the rain as cover, she sped down an empty side street, called 911, and didn't stop until she reached a police station. Carjackings are brutal and often unpredictable, but Sarah's quick thinking and knowledge of simple survival tactics turned a potentially deadly encounter into a story of triumph. Suburban homes are often seen as safe havens, but for Mark and his family, a quiet Thursday night turned into a nightmare. A masked intruder broke in through a sliding door while Mark's wife and children slept upstairs. Mark was in the living room, unaware of the danger. When he realized someone was inside, he remembered a key principle: don't confront if you're outnumbered. Instead, he silently dialed 911 and grabbed a kitchen knife, not to fight immediately, but as a last resort. The intruder moved unpredictably, searching rooms, leaving the house tense with fear. Mark's knowledge of his home layout gave him an advantage. He locked certain doors, blocked others, and guided his family to a hidden safe room. Minutes later, police arrived. The intruder had no chance to harm anyone. Mark's story is a chilling testament to preparation and calm under pressure. Sometimes survival isn't about fighting, it's about strategic thinking. These stories, Emma in her apartment, Michael in the forest, Sarah on the rainy streets, and Mark in his suburban home, are just a few examples of human resilience when faced with unimaginable danger. What unites them all is simple: awareness, preparation, and the will to survive. Often, it's not brute strength that saves a life. It's the split-second decisions, the calm under pressure, and the knowledge that danger can strike anywhere, anytime. If there's one lesson to take from these stories, it's this: survival isn't just about luck. It's about knowing your environment, trusting your instincts, and acting decisively, even when fear is screaming at you to freeze. Remember, danger can appear in the blink of an eye, but so can courage. The next time you step into the unknown, whether it's a quiet street, a dark forest, or even your own home, remember these stories. Remember the power of preparation. And above all, remember that survival is possible, even in the face of brutality.